And welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. Today we're going to be assaulting a Klingon listening station. And arriving on their listening post, we need to both destroy it and steal what information they've been stealing from us, perhaps to help us find the Undine. So we need to go ahead and set this base up the bomb, to use a really old and awful internet meme. So we'll go ahead and plant some spatial charges after I show off the updated looks of all of our bridge officers, including our freaking huge Andorian. Thanks guys, that was actually a pretty awesome pick there. I like the beard especially. And after planting the first of the bombs, we go ahead and start duking it out with some Klingons. Now, this is a new weapon, the split beam phaser. It actually looks identical to the phaser sniper rifle, so you'll see me fire both shots. It is an AoE attack, and it is an exploit, which means it can disintegrate someone while dealing damage to other people. It's why I like it. It fires fairly slowly, though, is the downside, so for the most part, I tend to stick to the phaser sniper rifle. Just, again, because it is quite a bit quicker. And thanks to my bridge officers, we immediately jump into another fight. But hey, it gives me an opportunity to show off my new smoke grenades as well. So yeah, as we head deeper into the facility, we find, surprise, surprise, more Klingons to fight. Now, you'll notice this guy in the back here is a Targ handler. These guys are bastards. They are pet summoners. I always make them my primary target, because Targs actually hit pretty hard. This giant pig thing here is a Targ. And given an opportunity, a Targ summoner will repeatedly summon those bastards. So we want to wipe them out as quick as possible. They can only ever have 2 out at a time, fortunately. And this is actually where I make a pretty big mistake. I accidentally pull the Swordmaster into the fight. Swordmasters hit really hard. They're basically my second primary target whenever I'm fighting Klingons. They bypass shields with their attacks, and they hit like a truck, which means they can very quickly shoot through an officer or even Corvette himself. As you can tell, because my screen went all gray there, which shows I was about to die. Now, fortunately, the rest of this fight goes fairly smoothly. I'm able to make a pretty good recovery. That doesn't always happen when you pull a second group. Or a third group in this case. Fire control, Corvette, come on. But yeah, that's one of the downsides to using your attack button as targeting. It's very easy to start spamming it and accidentally pull some unexpected enemies into the same group. Fortunately, I was quick enough to tell all my bridge officers to focus fire on the second Swordmaster so he doesn't kill me. And after that, it's just a case of mopping up the last couple warriors. And with the last of these Klingons taken care of, we plant our last spatial charges, and then head over to the computer to download what information the Klingons have, which of course prompts an immediate response from the Klingons, including another Targ handler, which, as I've already stated, is a primary target for me, and you'll see why as soon as I disintegrate this pet here. Or rather, I guess not. He wasn't able to summon as another group of Targs. Now, this Swordmaster over here is interesting, because once we eliminate him from the fight, it turns out he was an Undine all along, which goes to show why the Undine wanted us to find this facility. Now, knowing there are Undine about, we very quickly hack the Klingon computer to upload all of their data so that we can continue to find Undine operatives using whatever was in their systems, and then we head into space to find where that Undine just beamed to. And arriving back in space, we quickly warp to the position of the Undine ship, where it's already under attack by a fleet of Klingons, including a pair of Nagavars. Now, the Nagavar is the premier Klingon heavy cruiser. It's basically a colossal tank. They're very, very hard to fight and very, very hard to kill. Unfortunately, this Tethys Dreadnought would kill all of them by itself without our assistance, so we better go help them out. This is actually a very tough ship, and unfortunately it also wreaks havoc with our lighting, just because of all the flashing and all the shield pulses in this blue nebula. So we're going to go ahead and just start pounding away at it. You'll notice if you look at the Nagavar picture that's by the Tethys Dreadnought and its targeting, it's already basically utterly destroying that Nagavar, so we better throw them a heal laser to keep them from dying. Fortunately, that's able to stem the tide, and the Klingons avoid losing both of their Nagavars this fight. Now, it might strike you as surprising that I'm willing to heal the Klingons, but I'm actually hoping it will keep them from killing us after this, after the battle with this dreadnought is over. So, here's hoping they take some pity on us, huh? Now, you'll notice we're able to keep the shields down on this side of the Tethys Dreadnought. It's actually taking all of us to do that. The Species 8472 shields regenerate very quickly, and it takes a lot of fire to keep them crippled, essentially. So, as we continue to pour on fire with the help of our Nagavar and other Klingon friends, the Tethys Dreadnought eventually explodes. Right about now. And after it's gone, it really doesn't take too much effort to mop up these much smaller Undine craft. They're really a lot weaker than the big dreadnought there, and so we can just pound away at them until they explode. Unfortunately, they all do have beam overload, which, as you can see, has done a number on our shields. This is actually a pretty tough fight, and would be completely unwinnable without the Klingons around to help. Fortunately, between the Klingons and us, we're able to quickly mop up the rest of the Undine ships, and the Klingons immediately revert to their start positions, which is kind of funny. And since we can't take on a fleet of 2 Nagavars and 2 Raptors, and the Klingons seem intent on sparing our lives, we get the hell out of Dodge before they change their minds. So, catch you next time.